Imagine you are shopping, maybe a bit distracted, and you accidentally walk out of a store with an item you forgot to pay for. It is a moment of pure shock when you realize what happened. Does that honest mistake count as shoplifting, and can it impact your defense? The good news is, yes, the lack of intent can absolutely be a crucial factor in a shoplifting defense. Shoplifting charges typically requiring proof that you intended to steal the item, meaning you deliberately meant to deprive the store of its property without paying. This legal principle revolves around what is called mens rea, a Latin term meaning guilty mind or criminal intent. For most crimes, including shoplifting, the prosecution must show not only that you committed the act, but also that you did so with a specific criminal state of mind. If you genuinely forgot an item in your cart, or perhaps put it in your bag temporarily to free up your hands while browsing and then simply walked out without realizing, you lacked that essential intent to steal. Proving this lack of intent can be a powerful defense, as it directly challenges one of the core elements the prosecution needs to establish. However, it is important to remember that shoplifting laws can differ significantly from one state or jurisdiction to another, so what constitutes sufficient proof of intent or lack thereof can vary. If you find yourself in a situation where you are accused of shoplifting but know you had no intent to steal, the first thing to do is remain calm and cooperate with store security or law enforcement. Politely explain what happened, but avoid admitting guilt or making any statements without first consulting with a legal professional. Your immediate goal should be to clearly communicate that it was an honest mistake. Then, promptly seek legal counsel to discuss your specific situation and understand the best way to present your defense. A skilled attorney can help gather evidence, such as witness statements or store surveillance footage, to support your claim of accidental taking. Many state statutes for shoplifting include specific language like willful concealment or intent to permanently deprive the owner of their property. Willful concealment means you deliberately hid an item to avoid paying for it. Intent to permanently deprive means you intended to keep the item for good without paying its value. Understanding these precise legal terms is vital because your defense strategy will often hinge on whether the prosecution can prove these specific elements beyond a reasonable doubt. If there is no evidence of you willfully concealing the item, or if your actions clearly indicate you had no intention of keeping it permanently without payment, your defense is much stronger. Ultimately, while the act of leaving a store with unpaid merchandise might look like shoplifting, the presence or absence of intent makes all the difference. Demonstrating that you had no criminal intent transforms an apparent theft into a genuine mistake, which can significantly alter the outcome of a shoplifting charge. Protecting your rights and presenting a clear, compelling defense based on your lack of intent is best achieved with the guidance of an experienced attorney who understands these nuances of criminal law.